Hey, hey, happy Friday to you. I pray that wherever you are well and you are overcoming by the blood of the Lamb and the word of his testimony. Well, this is Pastor Ronell Tate, lead pastor of the Father's House-Frisco, with your look at what we normally call the Father's House Weekly. But this Friday, October 1st, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the entire of October, so that if I don't do one of these videos on a Friday for a few weeks, because our Fridays are jam-packed now, that if I don't do one of these videos, you still know right here at the beginning of the month what we're doing, and you are free to jump in and join us at any point in time. Well, today is October 1st. We've stepped into the 10th month of the year. Can you believe it? 2021 is nearing the finish. We have all of October, November, and December. We're on the finished stretch of this year. And what a year it's been. The same way we could say that about 2020. But I just want to encourage you that the Lord knows all. He is here. He's prophesied to us through men and women for thousands of years. Last week, if you didn't catch our podcast on Midday Meditation, you might want to jump back into it. Psalm 2, as we talked about the nations raging and people coming against what? The church, coming against Christ, coming against his ways, attempting to cast off God, covering us and constraining us and leading us to do our own way. I have said for months that I believe that what is taking place is the enemy is attempting to create a completely atheistic society, a complete society void of God. And it is important for you and I to take up our mantle, to take up the place and the thing that he has called us to do, that it is important for you and I to become all that he destined for us to be. It is important that we live his ways, live his life, that we follow his plan, live from his heart right now more than ever. And I know you may be saying, well, Pastor Ronell, the world is going crazy. We have people acting this way and acting out. Yes. And one of the ways is we combat what the enemy is doing is that we go all in and live the Lord's way right here, right now, with our families, at our employment, at our businesses, in our churches, everywhere that we go, that we live from his love. We live in the posture of his humility. We live in purity. We live to honor. We live carrying his heart and longing to manifest and live from his heart for the world around us. That is what's needed today. It's a people who embrace his ways above every other way. And you're just that person. Well, today we just finished our first podcast of the month, Friday, October 1st. And in just a few minutes, well, about an hour or so, a little over about an hour, our Friday afternoon prayer set, we jump right into it. So I'll give you the dates for Friday, since we're on a Friday first. Today, October 1st, Friday, we have our podcast Midday Meditations at 12 noon and prayer at 2 p.m. And that will be all months, all month. Friday, October 8th, October 15th, October 22nd, and October 29th at 12 noon. We go live right here from North Frisco with our podcast, Midday Meditation. And I strongly believe that every believer needs to jump in. Why? To be encouraged by what the Lord is saying for this day. Not that I have all the answers. Not that I, am some great biblical scholar. Not at all. But we need to dive in together, to look in his word, to pull out of his word that which we need for this hour. Biblical illiteracy is at epidemic proportions, and we as a body need to put a stop to it. We must know what the Lord is saying to us, what he is saying for us, and what he is currently saying for the days to come. And then on those same dates, the 1st, which is today, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and 29th, Fridays, our house of prayer is open at 2 p.m. From 2 to 4 p.m., we go before the Lord in worship and in prayer. And on one of those Fridays, I'm believing that we'll take it out into the streets, that we'll walk the neighborhoods, at least one, maybe more, and we'll sing over the neighborhoods and begin to pray right here. So we invite you to join us. And then, of course, well, I'll give the other podcasting nights. We'll have 2 other nights. The 13th, definitely the 13th. You don't want to miss that. I'll share more about that later. And possibly the 27th. Those are Wednesday evenings. We do our segment of the Father's Table podcast called Defining Moments. Why? Because we interview guests who are living with the Lord. Some you've heard of, some you have never heard of. But each one in their own right has heard the whisper of the Lord for their life. And when you hear about their life, what the Lord is turning over inside of them, what he is speaking, what he has whispered in their ear for all the world to hear, just maybe I'm believing that it will be a moment, an hour that we spend together. But somewhere during that time, there will be a moment for you, a moment that will define the rest of your life and turn everything around. And if not you, someone else, someone you may know, someone around us, it will be a moment that defines their life, and they'll begin to live for the Lord with everything. And then finally, of course, our Sunday morning service, where we just encounter him. We just come to be with him. That's it. He's given us the beautiful mandate in charge, as he's given all believers, wherever you are, to minister to his heart. It's the highest form of ministry that we, fallible man, get to minister to the heart of the living God. He's given us this opportunity that he allows us to minister to him. David cried out, "What is man that you are mindful of him? Or even the Son of Man that you would even consider his ways? What are we?" And yet, God Almighty, the Father, is moved when we come into pure adoration of him. We get to do that Sunday, this Sunday, October 3rd, October 10th, October 17th, October 24th, and October 31st at 10 a.m. in North Frisco. If you would love to join us, message us on Facebook. Email us at family@hispresence.church. Go to our website, hispresence.church. We love to have you come and join us as we minister to the heart of the King and just love him with all that we are. Well, those are all our dates. I tried to do it as quickly as possible. This has been yours truly, Ronell Tate, lead pastor of the Father's House-Frisco, with your look at the Father's house, not just weekly, but for the month of October. And I pray that the Lord would speak to you and he would say, come, join us, be a part of our family. Join us on any one of those days as we just love the Lord with all that we are. Well, bless you. I pray that you have a tremendous weekend in the presence of the Lord, and that you hear his voice so clearly for your life, because it changes everything. Until next time, we're praying for you. We love you. God bless you. We'll see you soon.